Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure and profound honor for me to welcome To Aung San Suu Kyi. When I was visiting Myanmar a few months ago, she welcomed me very kindly to her home, residence in Yangon. At that time, we discussed the possibility of her visiting the United Nations. I invited her to visit United Nations. In fact, she was staff of the United Nations, and I'd like to welcome home. And her commitment for peace and security, human rights is well known worldwide. She is now a global symbol of human rights. Now she is returning not only as General Secretary of NLD, but now as a member of Myanmar Parliament, and also in her capacity as Chairperson of Committee of Rule of Law and Stability. This is quite important, and in that regard, she can continue to help Myanmar people and many other people around the world who may be experiencing same hardships and abuse of human rights like herself and Myanmar people have been enduring. We have a great expectation and hope that she will lead this path of reconciliation and greater participatory democracy and development of her country together with President Thein Sein of Myanmar. And in that regard, I pay my great tribute to President Thein Sein and To Aung San Suu Kyi. They have been working together down the path of this reconciliation and political stability and democracy, human rights. And I really count on her continuing support. I'm also grateful for her participation in Global Education First initiative, which I'm going to do it on Wednesday, September 26. We discussed a lot how United Nations and Myanmar government and herself as now a political leader can work together for democratization. And as you may remember, when I was visiting, I had a good discussion with the President Thein Sein, and we agreed on 6 points to help Myanmar government. All these are on track, including normalization of the United Nations activities, UNDP, UN country team there, and helping the first ever in 30 years the census of population and housings, and also helping this country to eliminate these drugs and socio-economic development, etc. This will be our continuing priority to work with the Myanmar government. In that, we count on To Aung San Suu Kyi's continuing commitment and leadership. And we have a great expectation on your leadership, and I really thank you, and let us work together for your country's democratization and many other countries and people who may look to you, to your leadership and vision. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Am I supposed to say anything? If you wish. I don't have very much to say, except that I don't recognize the place. I'm told that this wasn't here when I was working at the United Nations, but I'm very, very glad to be back, and I'd be very happy to take any questions that you have.
Okay, first question, Edie, followed by Mike.
Edith Lederer from the Associated Press. Your Excellency, it's a pleasure to see you. I had the privilege of meeting your late husband in London when I was based there in the 1980s and 90s. You have become a worldwide symbol of your country, and I wonder how you are balancing this with the new government that is has put your country on the path to democracy, especially with the President himself coming here to the United Nations. Are you concerned about possibly outshining him in the work that he's doing?
I don't think we should think about this in terms of personalities. I think we should think about it as a common goal. If we all want to achieve genuine democracy for Burma, we have to learn to work together and not think about our impact as personalities, either on in our country or in the world at large.
Thank you. We're under a really tight schedule, so this is...
Thank you. Margaret Bashir, Voice of America. Could you tell us a little about your meeting with President Obama this week, and also your reaction to the U.S. announcement that it will lift fully sanctions on Burma?
I generally do not discuss private exchanges, so I will not discuss what I discussed with President Obama, but I was very happy to be able to meet him, and I considered it a good meeting. And I am happy that sanctions are now been lifted, because as I have been saying rather ad nauseum, it is time now that the Burmese people took responsibility for the democratization of the country. I am very, very appreciative of what the U.S. Congress has done for many years to support our movement. But now we have to try to work on our own, of course, with the continuing support and help of friends.
Okay, thank you very much. I think we have Burmese media. Say again? Can I ask Burmese media? One question.
Yeah.
So, Minglawa Dong Sansuji. I'm Coach Cho from the BBC Burmese service. So, as a Nationally for Democracy Party's chairwoman, so I have two questions for you. The first one is today is International Peace Day, and the Secretary General also gave a speech in this morning's ceremony. So, as a 1991 Nobel Peace Laureate as yourself, so what is coincidence you are here? So, what do you feel for that? As a Nobel laureate? And then second question...
No, I think we are allowed only one question, so I'll answer the one question. With regard to peace, I think peace begins in the hearts of people. So if we want peace, we've got to remove hatred. There can be no peace with hatred. Only without hatred can we achieve peace. So if you want peace, you've got to try to do your best in every way possible to remove hatred from the hearts of human beings.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.